There you go, that's what the picture looks like. Well, good morning. It's been a while. It's probably been several months since I've done any photos early in the morning. Well, Piper and I, if you don't know who Piper is, she's our Australian Shepherd. She's around here someplace. But my wife and I came across this sunflower field on Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, the big army post, while we were out bike riding. So I'm out here early in the morning. Unfortunately, I'm out here a little too early. But Piper's sniffing around. Piper always goes with me. She was all excited when she saw me take out my camera bag. We're going to walk down this trail and see what's down here. She's sniffing things right now. But I don't think you can see this. I'm going to turn the camera. I have my iPhone light on me, but I'm going to turn the camera around and show you the field here. But there are clouds in the sky, so I'm hoping I can get a picture of this field with the clouds lit up. Walk down here and see what else is going on. I may have to move down this way a little ways. Lens wise, I'm thinking the 70 to 200. I'll get back to you when I start taking pictures. Just waiting, hoping I get light on this sunflower field. Piper. She's around here someplace. Summer morning. Summers are so hard for me as a landscape photographer. I'm looking forward to fall, as most photographers are. I put on my 70 to 200. For those of you new to the channel, I shoot a Nikon D850. It's a full res camera. I have the, what do they call it? Not the Trio. The, gosh, I can't remember the name, but I have a 14 to 24, a 24 to 70, and then this 70 to 200. And I've been using this a little more. Now we live in the Ozarks, and there's lots of trees, so trying to find a subject that's not too cluttered is hard to do around here, especially this time of year because of all the trees being full. Anyway, I'm going to wait as patiently as possible. I have clouds. They're kind of moving into my scene. I may have to go wide angle and may have to go down in the grass, so we'll see. So I found my first composition. I'll show you on the camera. Single in the background. There's a lot of sunflowers, but a single sunflower. And what I'm going to do is I want to shoot short depth of field to blur the background, and I'm going to go all the way down to 2.8, shoot a short depth of field so the viewer looks just at the sunflower. So what I did is I had to turn on all my settings. I have them in my personal settings. I have what I call stills, which this is a landscape still. There's no wind this morning, so I can get away with a longer shutter speed. So let me go back to live view. And I love this about my camera. It's got this tilt screen right here. I didn't think I'd ever use it, but I use it all the time. And I'm going to expose to the right. That means I'm going to move over to the right. It's touch focus. I'm at, and I may get a little lower because I'm getting some of the sunflowers. Yeah, I'm going to lower the composition a little bit. So Piper seems to be smelling things, so let me lower this. I tell you what, it's hard to record this and do photography. So I'm going to lower my tripod, and what I've seen is the other sunflowers in the background, so it might make a nicer composition if I'm a little lower. Okay, yeah, I'm liking that better. Dark trees. I'm starting to get colors in the sky, so I better stop talking and take this picture. I have my timer on a 2-second delay. I'm going to take a couple of those. Yeah, I'm starting to get some color in the sky. What I'm probably going to do is get a lower camera angle, try to find a sunflower. It looks like they're better over there, so let me move the camera. I've got a little honey bee or something on this flower, so I took a close-up. Well, I wanted to record some video to show you what I did there, and the sky's starting to get some color in it, so I'm going to put the wide angle on, or I'm still working on this composition. And what I'm going to do is let the camera, the D850 does focus stacking, so I'm going to go to my menu, focus stacking, and start, and it's going to take 8 different pictures of different focus areas. So in theory, what I should get is the foreground all the way to the background in focus. And we'll see. It's still shooting, so sorry, I got to break the habit of looking down at my phone, but that's how I start recording on this. When Piper and I first came in, we kicked up the deer here, and I may have told you that already. Piper's just laying beside me here. She's not moving. Are you tired already, girl? Huh? We got kind of storm clouds moving in, it looks like. When this one gets done, I'm going to take the camera. That's the only thing I don't like about my tripod. It doesn't get up high enough. I have a bigger tripod, but this one's so nice and light. Okay, it stopped, so now let me raise my tripod up as high as it'll go. I'm going to go F8 this time. Focus the nearest object to me. Don't like that. There we go. That looks a little better. Just moving the camera a little bit makes a big difference. So right there. Let me record some of that for you so you can see what I'm seeing. This is my composition. I'm going to focus right in here, and then the camera's going to focus all the way through. I'm losing some of my color on my sky pretty fast, so let me do this. And there it goes. Set it and forget it. I like that about the Nikon D850. A lot of people been asking me or if I'd ever go mirrorless. Right now I can't justify the cost. I'm retired and we're on a set budget. If we won the lottery or something, I'd order 2 Z9s and all the lenses. But yeah, these clouds are moving in, so I don't think we're going to get much of a picture. And the sky is kind of neat behind me, but the sunflowers always face the sun, so maybe do some close-ups. The lighting's good for close-ups, I think. Okay, so I started another composition here. I'm going to use these storm clouds. They look kind of dramatic. I'm going to shoot a couple here. I put on my 14 to 24, racked all the way out to 14, and see what I can get. Let me show you on the camera. I'm going to try to record a little bit of it. There you go. That's what the picture looks like. And I'll focus down in this bottom corner right in here to get this branch right here. It's like a foot from the front of my camera. See if I can stop it. So that's where I'm going to focus first, and I'm going to do focus stacking. And now let me do that. Switch back to camera. And so I'm going to focus on that foreground. I'm going to check my exposure. And it's a little bright, so I'm going to turn it down. I'm going to do f9.5 this time. The shutter speed's about 1/15 of a second. Again, no wind this morning, and the gnats are eating me alive. Now it's going to take 12 shots. In theory, 12 shots at different focal areas, and then I'll stack all those together. And if you come back and see the bake, you'll get to see how that's done. Hey, I'm getting some sunlight, just a little bit. I might have been patient long enough if I can get these gnats out of here. Again, this is going to be a 2-part series. The take, which I'm doing today, and then hopefully in 2 weeks I'll have the bake where I process these images. And I won't do them all because that'll take forever. I'll just show you one or two. So here's my composition. I'm going to focus right in here and let the camera focus all the way back. My clouds have changed a little bit. So let me in closer to the flowers, and I've got the dramatic sky. I thought for a minute the sun was going to come out, but looks like there's clouds moving over the sun. So I may have worked this composition too much. Let me do a short recording on the camera so you can see what I just took a picture of. Now when I record on the camera, it crops in to make the video format or video crop 9:16 ratio, so you're not seeing the full thing, and it's a little overexposed. Let me darken it up a little bit. That's kind of what I exposed at. I focused right here on this flower. Actually, I focused down in here, and then the camera should, in theory, focus 2 or 3 different areas. The sky's not working out as well as I thought, but I may have got some good images. Never want to jinx myself. So Piper and I are going to head back to the vehicle. So I couldn't help myself. I've got one more composition. Behind me here I have a nice cloud behind the field. I'm back on the road, so I'm back at shooting my 70 to 200, and I'll record a little bit on the camera here and show you what I see. This is hard to do with one hand. So this is what I'm seeing on the camera, and again it crops in a little bit. I need to straighten up my horizon on this camera. When I do info, I have these bars right here, and when it turns green I know I'm level.